Hey guys, it's Lydia here from Creative Studios. Today I'm going to be doing a review on Polymaker's brand new Polylite. So let's get started. Alright guys, so I just got this in the mail today, and this is what it came in. It came in an Amazon Prime box, and so I cut it open, and what I got inside was this big box of the new Polymaker Polylite. Polymaker contacted me and 19 other people to do a review on their filament. They sent me some, and I'm just really excited to do this review and test out this filament. I've never used Polymaker filament before, and I'm really excited to start. So this is the box that it did come in. It does come with some QR codes, the Facebook and their Twitter. It says Polymaker on two of the sides, and their link will be, I'll put a link right here, and there will be one down below in the description. And then here are all the printing instructions on the box. So now when we open it, this is what we're greeted with. We get a Polymaker little sheet, and on the back it tells you all the different ways to print it, what color it is, the temperatures, how fast to print it, all that different stuff. Now here is the filament. They sent me gray, and that's pretty cool because I do not have gray filament. I have like all the other colors except for gray, and I don't have any white right now, so this is pretty cool. Their spools are nice and clear, and they have 3 different spots, as you can see, 1, 2, and 3, where you can put your filament in when you're done using it. On the spool, it also shows again the print settings. These spools come in a very airtight bag. It is a Ziploc, so I'm not going to cut it open. Just tear the top, and it's just a Ziploc bag. And there's a desiccant pack inside in the middle. It is pretty big, actually. And get that out. This is a really thick spool. I love the smell of PLA printing because it's so sweet. This filament is 1 kilogram, as you can see, 1 kilogram spool. These are pretty thick spools, actually, as you can see here. And it is nice and tight wound. Really nice. It looks like it's been glued together, the spools. Again, I've never used Polymaker filament before, so all this is brand new to me. The filament is very, very smooth. It doesn't feel like any of my other filaments. Let's see if it's brittle. No, it's not brittle, actually. Usually PLA is very brittle, but as you can see here, it is not breaking. So let's hop on the printer and let's do some really cool time lapses. Alright guys, so this is the Maker coin. Now, as you can see, this is a pretty crappy Maker coin. I have been having problems with my printer printing. The nozzle has clogged a whole bunch, and this is the first Maker coin I printed, but for the video's sake, I did print an extra one, and look at this beauty. Now, I finally fixed the printer, so as you can see, it actually prints the entire object. This is an amazing Maker coin. This is probably the smoothest one I've ever seen out of all my filaments I've tested. It is so shiny, so smooth, everything went great. The bottom layer looks great. I did have some issues with it getting close enough to the bed, but there was no layer adhesion problems or anything. It worked great. As you can see, these overhangs did amazing. There's a little bit of drooping here, but it looks great on these 3 also. There was a little problem here. These curves here turned out pretty good actually. Not as great as my other ones. Now these sidewalls, like I was talking about earlier, are so smooth, so shiny. Down here in these corners, there was no gaps except for a tiny bit right here, but that was, again, probably my settings. But overall, this whole coin looks amazing. I am so impressed with this filament and how it printed. So let's go check out the next prints. Okay, so what we have here is the hairy lion. I've never printed one of these before, and as you can kind of see, it didn't print out very nicely. When I sliced it, there's supposed to be a little shell out here that will hold the hairs. Now that didn't slice very well, and so it basically messed up the whole print, but I wanted to see how the print finished. And the body is really smooth, except for this little pimpling here. Now this was not the filament's problem. It was that when it was printing this outside layer, it was printing it kind of in little pillars, so it would break off and come and stick to this when it was dragged back. But the filament did pretty great actually. These overhangs did really well. The details in the paws. I'm not really sure what this little line gap is here. I don't know if that's my printer or if that was the filament. Overall, this print looks pretty good. The bed adhesion was great. This was printed at 15% infill, 60 millimeters per second. I really like how this turned out, even though it didn't turn out how I expected it to. So let's move on to the next print. Alright, so this is our next print. Now I just finished designing this, and this is the new keychains. This is the logo in the middle. I will be starting to sell these in all my different colors of filament that I have, but the printer handled this very well actually. It had a very thin, as you can kind of see through here, bottom layer. The bed adhesion was great. I had some problems right here. Not really sure what happened. The bed adhesion again was good, so I don't know why this looks like this. Looks like a little bit of under extrusion, but then it did eventually finish. I really like how these keychains turned out, and I can't wait to keep printing more in different colors and sell them to you guys. So let's go to the final print. So the final print that I printed with this Polylite is this 3D Benchy. This 3D Benchy is printed at 60 millimeters per second with 20% infill. Overall, this printed pretty well, besides some layer issues, as you can see kind of right here. Now this gap was my fault. There was a little pimpling that I pushed out a little too much on the extruder, and I tried to tear it off after print, and it just made this hole. So that has nothing to do with the filament, but there's this like layer kind of shift here. I'm not sure if that was my printer or it was a little bit over extrusion in the filament. But the bottom here with CT3D XYZ actually turned out pretty good. On most of my 3D Benchy prints, I can't really see this, so that is really nice. On most of my prints, this smokestack doesn't turn out as good as this. So I'm going to do a little temperature test for you guys. So I'm just going to hold one end of this Benchy with some pliers, and then I will dump the hot water on top of it and see how it reacts. So just pour it on top. This is boiling hot water, and so there we go. And it's really how most PLA acts. Now, as you can see right here, this is mostly how it acts, but then again, like I said, I had some layer issue, so it did basically just break off here. It just softens how it normally would with PLA. So let's keep on going with the video, and that is the 3D Benchy. Alright guys, so that is it for today's review on this Polylite. I had a lot of fun printing with this, and I'm super excited I got to test it out. Again, don't forget, it is only available in the US. I will put a link in the description of their website. And I really hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button down below. It'll really help this channel grow. You can share this video to all your friends and family and let them know about my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.